Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Help Coin, where you can get all the cryptocurrency you need. I'm Ripple Van Winkle, your host. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Tuesday means that your day ought to be virtually over, if not completely over. I have a fascinating video up next. In addition to discussing Coinbase and my criticism of the SEC for excluding the Wells process, we will also discuss Ripple XDev and its code of conduct, which is essentially a guidebook outlining the requirements that must be met in order for Ripple to evaluate your application for a grant. We will discuss leveling the playing field. We're going to examine the monthly time frame chart for Bitcoin and XRP because the market is fucking bullish. Afterward, the CEO of Tether criticizes Brad Garlinghouse without any justification at all because Brad has never made fun of, trashed, or shit on Tether. In fact, he has even complimented the company. Thus, I'm not sure, but I believe this man is beginning to feel nervous. He must be aware that Ripple is going to have him for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, in my opinion. So without further ado, take a seat, unwind, and let's get started. At $61,871, Bitcoin has decreased by 1.22% during the last 24 hours. Ethereum is down 1.67%, closing at $2,909. Yes, it is a 99-cent peg interest rate for both USDA and USDC, not a dollar peg interest rate. Thus, to put it another way, money has left the stables and has been injected into the markets. Forgive me, 50 cents Bitcoin, or XRP, has increased by 0.29% within the last day. The market cap for cryptocurrency seems to be moving in the same direction every time I visit, even if it is currently in the green at $2,294,000,000. We must rise beyond 2.7. Write it down and put it on the market by the end of the year. Some might call it $3 million, the previous record from the 2020-2021 bull run, $4.50, $5 million. Currently, one exciting project Lux is working on is expanding into the tangible product lines. First things first, elders, if you bought anything yesterday, you may get a free frame painting image from Canva of the NFT you bought. I'm going to do something today that's the best deal available for the founders who are liked by many people. Invest in a Founder Edition MT if you're seeking to get started on the project and want a little bit of a starter pack. You'll earn 15 points, move up the rich list, and receive a ton of additional feedback by June 1st. Yes, I think I'm going to make some hoodies. Free hoodies with your founder's NFT printed on them will be distributed by me and mailed right to your home. It's okay if you're not into actual items and aren't interested in any of that. However, act quickly to acquire some Star Wars NFTs, as they are almost completely sold out and will be quite valuable. I'm not offering financial advice, just a gut feeling that these people are trying to convince me that they know things that I don't even know. As Senator Cynthia Lummis, President Joe Biden intends to make Bitcoin software developers illegal. Software engineers would not be justified to be classified as criminals under the Department of Justice's interpretation of FinCEN, according to Lummis and Winand. According to Lummis, the U.S. Senator from Wyoming who supports Bitcoin, the Biden administration has been attempting to illegalize the creation of software for Bitcoin while incorrectly implementing FinCEN regulations. This is something I've never heard before. This is fascinating. There is no logic to this at all. Therefore, Biden is also claiming that those who work on the Bitcoin program are criminals. There's a reason we showed you the Trump video the other day. Trump was endorsing cryptocurrencies. He wants that it remain in the U.S. Biden doesn't even know how to spell Bitcoin, I'll wager. Really? It's likely that he has no idea what it is. The chief legal officer is Coinbase CLO. He criticizes the SEC for avoiding the debt box lawsuit's Wells process. Paul Greenwald, the CLO of Coinbase, questions the credibility of regulatory enforcement when he criticizes the SEC for omitting the Wells process in the debt box case. He expressed disapproval of the Securities and Exchange Commission's strategy in opposing the debt box. According to Greenwald, the SEC changed from its typical Wells procedure, which left the defendants in the dark about the details of the charge. Greenwald took issue with the SEC for failing to offer a comprehensive analysis of the data or make it clear which assets qualified as securities. This section is part of a standard Wells notice procedure, which is meant to notify prospective defendants about the allegations they might be facing. What then occurs? You'll know if the SEC is preparing to pursue the matter, says Wells. Thus, you're ready. You are aware that they are investigating you, correct? This was not done in a debt box situation. They approached him directly. Thus, they discovered him wearing shorts. The CLO Coinbase is like, hey, CC, what are you doing? This is unfair. To sort of give them a heads up that you're going to be targeted, you absolutely should have and need to send that Wells notice. And this is not what they did. Speaking of XRP legitimate grads, let's discuss about Ripple Dev Space. The lecturer mentioned one of the main causes of rejections and behavior infractions. You're done there. I'd better get myself in the right shape here if I were submitting a grant application. You must abide by the established code of conduct. And in the XRP ledger sector, this has generated a great deal of discussion. However, what's the deal? Now, if you have received money from the XRP ledger and Ripple, and they only wish to distribute money to those who, abide by this code of conduct that sounds really equitable, don't you think? Avoid using foul language, show consideration for other people's opinions, don't really shit on people, is that right? Pay attention to what the community needs most. These codes of conduct are really straightforward, and I concur with them. They ought to be followed by everyone. Consider this. What have you been eating? There was no project like the one you had, correct? Incredible. You're getting really rich. However, you are making such derogatory remarks about everyone on Twitter. You're using such offensive visuals. Would you want to be connected to them with your business? Naturally, no. I don't see any issues with the code of behavior. Right now, there is an extremely intense discussion about it on Twitter and in the community. Block trading for Matic, Solon, and XRP options is revealed by Paragon. Paradigm, a cryptocurrency over-the-counter liquidity network, unveiled a block trading facility for linear options linked to Matic, Solana, and XRP on Monday. That's intriguing. It appeals to me. It really appeals to me. Owned and managed by the neighborhood. David Schwartz is this person. He believes that eventually the community should own and operate the XRP ledger. Ripple has no business being involved in it. Pay attention. He feels uneasy. He's terrified. That's the crux of the matter here. Ahead, interesting times. I'm eager to learn the name of the stable coin that will be added to the XRP ledger next month. Folks, I have a feeling that this year will be it. That's how I'm going to go. Wash your hands, please. Be considerate and polite to one another.